Sorry, thank you for noticing, Nathan.
So what if they've ever had anyone who didn't make it in to the park?
Yeah, entrance exam. They didn't pass the test.
That was what freaked Lori out the first time we came here, is that rock right there.
Uh-huh.
She's like, holy cow. Now we will be going a different way than we normally go through. It normally goes out by the road and there's like muddy trails all through there. But we noticed last week we were here that they have another trail.
Yeah, Trail 1.
That goes open over the top. It's a blue trail I've never been on. So we're going to give it a shot.
See,
and see.
This is the other issue, because the map says it's a black trail.
So it's interesting that this is twice now where you could go right and go through mud, or go left and it's not mud.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them like that.
This is a lot tighter than I was expecting it to be.
And this is
It's
not
cool, though.
And this is not tight.
There's a red trail right up there.
Yeah, I knew we're not doing that one.
That one had an entrance exam also. If you can get up this hill, it's a red trail. This is probably a lot of people to pass too.
Yeah.
He fried his motor. He got to keep towed.
Right now, juice.
Sounds like he's running. He's just not running very well.
Running, just not enough juice to go anywhere.
He's putting.
He popped something. This do not enter is the drag out point. This is just basically right back up to the trail. Or back up to the parking lot. So if you got stuck between that mess, they can drag you out that way.
So I wonder if some of these guys on the quads looks at people with Jeeps and are thinking they're crazy. Because I would think it'd be easier to get through this stuff on a quad.
So normally we have gone this way. We've never gone this way. We're going this way.
It says it's blue.
Yep.
Yes.
Going up today.
Blue, more difficult.
Oh, so it's not green, it's blue.
Yes. Then there's black, and then there's red. And hopefully there's not somebody coming from the other direction.
No, I need to do this before I forget.
You have done it?
No, I haven't done this trick.
Oh, okay.
I'm jacking my seat up so I can see.
I like this.
Blue's down. Okay, that's where we go. It's the mud bypass is what it really
Blue's
is.
down. Red is to that direction.
So literally, I think we just drove past just a section down there.
You drove over a hill for the sake of driving over a hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
And well, it was real muddy back there last time, so.
We'll probably come back that way.
Well, yeah, we'll come back the other way.
Because that part also has like the hills that go near.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Those are fun.
Looks like a bog down there.
Clunk, clunk.
Now see, that sign said that one was red.
Well, the different sections are different levels.
True.
Oh, this last week was in water.
So it must be drier this week.
It's drier this week. So Nathan and I figured that the paint rubbed off my tie rod end over here because the tire actually rubbed up against it. It had carried enough mud, and I was turning tight enough that it actually rubbed. Like I may have to look at and adjust the steering stops so that it
Doesn't rub?
doesn't rub.
If you get mud on it?
Or just in general, it may be rubbing all the time. I don't know.
Then the question is, are you going to be able to navigate through the trees?
No, I know, because I don't want to give up any turning radius if I don't have to.
Because luckily this Jeep has a great turning radius.
All right, so there is the entrance to the trail system.
Which still says it's red.
Yeah, well, this was water last week too.
This does not look like something a passenger vehicle should be capable of going.
You don't think so?
I can definitely see people riding dirt bikes and, you know, four-wheelers, but
A four-door Jeep.
a four-door Jeep, yeah.
So that's the entrance to Trail 3 there, but I'm going to take a different entrance because I want to go around the whole back end first.
So Trail 0 is kind of like the get around trail.
This is a road, literally a road down through the middle of the park, okay?
Yeah, this looks like a normal road.
So there's a gate in there that they can open up and let them come through here. Service and stuff. All right.
This trail was adopted by.
Well, yeah, I am. Very cool. I don't know if you've been down this one yet, Nathan.
Nope. Hello, trees.
Oh, this is the sketchy one. Okay.
Oh, this is the sketchy one. That's reassuring.
A little boggy.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, I can see the coal dust.
All right. So this is where last time I went up that way and did not like it at all. Okay. See how it's sideways?
Yeah.
And it just didn't feel right. So I'm going this way this time. Is there trees over there? What's in front of me?
You're okay to the right.
Okay, I couldn't tell if it was something to run over or not.
There's some small stuff laying on the ground.
So, see how much.
That was very smooth, yeah.
But the other way, I got cockeyed and I felt like I was tipping.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to come around that way instead. Okay, so Nathan, if you're looking at the trail, we're coming into the top of 3 on the back end.
Top of 3 on the back end.
So the road that runs parallel to 0,
Yes.
that's what we're going down right now. We're getting ready to turn and go parallel to 0. So here is that other part of the top 3.
Okay.
And so now I'm going to be going down towards the back end of 3.
Yeah, I have a fair idea of where you're going.
And so I'm kind of heading towards the power line, center. I'm actually pointing north right now.
Yes. Okay. So I'm guessing we're like here then.
Working our way down to that. We're not all the way there yet, but I think.
But that's the path we're on.
Yeah, that's the path we're on.
Okay.
If I'm looking correctly in the back of my mirror. It's a little warm in here today.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the windows open.
I know.
We have them all open?
Yeah. I opened them all.
Okay.
I also recentered myself. That way the weight distribution is even.
Probably wise.
Oh, I know.
So you can go that way. That's a black. See? Difficult. Most difficult. And the way we're going is more difficult.
I also like how close that sign was to the Jeep. Which is all the trees and everything else too. Yeah, when they say a trail that is rated for Jeeps, they basically mean clearance is you can fit a Jeep through it, but only just.
We've seen it done.
We've seen it done, and they came out with very few scratches.
So was this what you were expecting?
No, not quite.
Is it a good unexpected or a bad unexpected?
I like it.
I hear something.
I snapped a couple pictures to show Candy what we're driving over
Well,
here.
we can stop and let you take pictures if you want.
Oh no, it's kind of fun getting it from.
They're over there.
Okay, well, we're going to be going that way. We're turning here.
So we're not going to the park.
We're not going out. We're not going out. That's the bottom 3 that goes back to 0 again. That's the exit.
So we're going in.
We're going in to the bottom. Now we're running parallel to the power line. What do you call those things?
Power cable, power line.
The power line area.
Okay, so we just did that too.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with this map. You think this place is huge, but actually it's not.
No.
It just twists around a lot.
Yeah.
Basically, the scale on this map is really deceiving. Because you look at this and you're like, oh, it's like this huge trail, and like this part is like a huge no, that we just covered that small distance just now. So
That's the red trail. It doesn't look very red at all. But see, the problem is that you go down and
it goes somewhere to a red trail.
But the problem is then there's like a steep hill somewhere that's very technical.
No, see, that's where it is. It's a path that goes to the challenge area. Because that's in the middle of this, and that's going straight up the middle of 3. So that's what that is.
Okay.
Caution, really? I would have never thought.
All right.
Of course, you being jacked up, you have a little bit more risk of hitting your roof on something.
I know. Wake up with 35-inch tires on this stupid thing.
So we hit a couple branches. Oh well.
I don't know what to worry about. I'm really toying around with the idea of putting bed liner on the roof.
Oh, you didn't want to go up there? That looked fun.
All right.
That tree looks like it's been nicked a couple times.
So here, again, I'm bypassing mud if I can bypass mud because it's just less work I have to do to clean up afterwards. See another challenge area up there, okay?
Oh yeah.
And we're not doing those until I get FEMA approval. Okay, now, here, we're trying to decide, you have the bottom row here, okay? You see this one here? That goes out to the power lines, okay, Nathan? This one over here continues the,
So we're at that crossroads.
and then that's 3X, where the red, it goes up into the red.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a lovely sound.
Oh my goodness, we finally did it.
We didn't finally do it.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to come over here a little bit. Okay, she just wants to go straight. Fine.
Get a little too much mud inside. Oh.
Well, it's gotten worse instead of better.
That tends to happen when vehicles keep going through it.
There we go. Yuck. I got mud inside my Jeepy.
There's a big blob that went in and hit my arm.
You brought a change of clothes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
It's back in Kokomo, but hey.
I didn't expect to hit that mud ball. Last week we drove through it.
That week you sat in it.
It's tight.
It is tight. That's why there's gum on that tree, I think.
Someone just went, bloop.
All right, so now we're continuing on around to 3.
Is that the heat?
And that's down, all the way down.
Okay.
The engine just runs that warm.
I'm not willing yet to turn on the air conditioner. I think we're just going to have to live
No,
with it.
that's fine.
We're not that primitive, or non-primitive. There you go. Oh, we're not that spoiled, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect.
I want all the power going to the wheels.
Well, that was the first time I've actually got stuck.
So it's relatively stuckish.
I was wondering, because you're going into that, you're just talking like it's nothing. And I'm like, that looks
Mucky.
It looked pretty mucky to me.
But yet, it just goes through it.
There's a huge splatter on my door.
So what's happened here is that over the last week, everybody's been driving through it, digging the hole deeper and grinding it. and just, you know, making a mud pie.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you went in there and just made it deeper.
I'm sure I made it deeper.
Yeah, when he pulled out, there was a nice big rut.
See, that's one of those holes that eats you right there. Hole. Okay, so there is the bottom, or is that the out? Yeah, so if you go there, that's going to take us to the bottom of the hill for the tree line, Nathan. And I might just go ahead and just screw us up like we did last time with Mom and them.
You realize if we had the no doors on this, I'd be covered in mud right now. So last time you came down, were you all buttoned up? Also?
Yeah. Oh, we haven't never been down here with.
Yeah, we've never been down here without stuff.
All the stuff.
Because of the journey down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lori didn't want to get beaten to death by the air.
And apparently now, beaten to death by the mud. I think we didn't put the camera outside.
Yeah. Well, it needed power because unfortunately I forgot to charge the battery. And the P, when you see a P, that means that's
It's a path to parking.
a path back to the parking.
Which isn't there 2 parking lots? There's just one in the back of the property.
I just noticed they had the symbols for the type of vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
The map also tells you what it is.
and nice enough in this place, when you get to an entrance of a trail that's only for like bikes, they put up a fence that only a bike can fit through. So you don't mistake it, like Dad did at the other park. There's a 3D that goes that way. I guess we're going that way.
Yeah, we're going this way because this is really the only path. That one down there is just the lake.
I hear somebody.
Well, I completely understand why you wanted to take off that stabilizer.
It just amazes me how many trees have been hit here. It's like, can't you people drive?
Oh, they probably go through too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's too muddy because someone said that it gets really slick.
Like if it's freshly rained or is
Yeah.
raining currently. I wonder how many people come down here only when it rains. Even the people that come, like, wait for it to actually rain and then, like, they come as it's raining.
Hang on.
I suspect you get local people who come here all the time and they get overconfident and they'll lose it.
Mhm.
Their overconfidence is their weakness.
You want the mud or you want the hill? You choose.
We choose hills. We like hills.
Because we are Billy Goat. You're not a gator.
We're not a piggy or a goat. Even though I probably smell like a pig right now after running through that mud. I actually smell some of it.
Oh, shit.
All right, Nathan, do you see where the entrance to the motorcycle trail is? So that's where we're on the map now, okay?
What motorcycle trail is that? 11.
You see where it shows an entrance to the motorcycle
Yeah,
trails?
11.
So wait, are we like? Where are we? What direction are we heading?
You want to get out and take a picture? You can.
That makes more sense to me.
We are down right here,
Okay, that's what I was curious.
or right there. 'Cause that was the entrance.
It just makes sense because we are facing that direction. Are we? Yes. My brain had to recalculate what direction we were facing.
I kind of like taking the pictures from the Jeep so I can get like the edge of the Jeep.
Like we're at this angle. Like,
Okay, here's this other possible tipping point. See that hole over there?
Mm-hmm.
If you put the back wheel in that hole, guess where we're going?
down.
In the hole?
In the hole, upside down. Now this is where Lori and I had our fun adventure. I'm going to go exploring again, okay? This goes back, and we'll come when we get out the other end. I'm going to come back this way, but we went through here. You can see how it says it's more difficult this way. 3 that way is the parking.
Yeah.
So we came through here. And it got very interesting. And you'll see that there's like trails that just crisscross over through.
That people will make.
And I think that's mainly from like the more custom buggy things.
Slash, it could be maintenance crews just trying to get around.
I don't think so. Maybe take the easiest path.
You never know.
People with the more off-road vehicles just cheating because
No, they
slip
just
through, or
want to do more challenge. I mean, they just want to
They're like, hey, look, there's no trees there. Let's just ramp up that hill.
want to have a bigger challenge.
Well, and then the main trails keep getting worn down, and so then they want actually something that's actually like, because only the fresh stuff is going to have the increased inclines that they want.
well, like for us, I would imagine for a bike, mud would be a real problem
Yeah,
because a bike's gonna just sink down in it, and
be stuck.
you're gonna lose ability to balance.
Logs that will eat you.
It looks like someone got ate.
This is where we saw a deer last time.
No, we weren't back here last time.
You're driving sideways.
That's okay.
As long as you get to where you're supposed to go, that's
I
what
just wanted to
matters.
get off the edge of that mud. I don't like applying power if I don't have to, because it's much easier to maintain control without the power.
Mm-hmm.
See, now there's a trail that goes off that way. So, was that the trail we were supposed to follow? So that's where it gets into this whole fun thing, you know?
Because, you know, the map gives you kind of direction, but you know, you have no idea.
Are we supposed to go up there? Huh.
Wait, have you been here before?
Does this look like the right way?
You're not answering my question.
He's not acting so sure. Of course, it might be that he took it the other way last time.
Or it could also be that it is physically changed since last time.
No, this is where we went.
Rut and a half. Willow tree.
This is the path I took Lori over, so this is officially allowed.
This is one of the tougher ones.
Yeah, it's a blue trail. One second here. Let's see where we're going. There we go. And this is the problem. See, I tried to drive across that last time and couldn't. So we're going this way again because I don't
get stuck.
No, we won't.
Don't want to roll over.
I didn't want to roll over. That one just puts me a little bit too much off, and I didn't like it. So we just.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, now, so this is where I don't think I went this way. Okay, I think we're supposed to go that way. So I turned here.
Going right again.
In the triangle, yeah, see, so, but yet this shows like it's the 3 trail. I don't know. As you can see, there's trails everywhere, so it's very difficult to get the right path that you're supposed to take.
You think you're on one, you end up on a different trail.
Well, you zig, they crisscross, so you end up going in circles sometimes out here.
Because they're all interwoven, and if you even look on the map, there's like it like splits into 2.
And see, there's another trail over there that goes up to the same path, okay? So I could have gone the other way, but this one's a shortcut, like across it. And so what I want to do is come up straight on this, okay? And then turn. So that it, instead of trying to go up sideways.
This is actually quite a bit more technical than what I was imagining it to be. Because you actually have to think about how you're going into stuff.
All right, so That sign says parking's that way. Okay. I think I turned that way last time. Nope, I didn't, because here's the fence again. Love this stuff, this is fun. Alright, let's go this way. No, I'm gonna go this way. I'm following him. So now we're heading back to where we came from, okay?
Of course, they stopped like right at the T, not before the T, at the T.
Last time I was with Lori, we went the other way and ended up.
Look, Jeeps.
There's enough room here.
Mhm.
Garage.
He's covered in mud.
Yeah, mud splattered all over his face.
I've got clean windows here. Gotta keep the camera lens clean.
Clean.
Oops, there's a button in front of it. There we go. Ah, here. I got this big piece of mud up here that's streaking right across the camera.
That quad stinks.
Yeah, it does.
No catalytic converter on him.
So, is that where we turned last and went down through there? I don't know.
You got me, I wasn't here.
No, I mean, just a minute ago.
Oh, I don't know.
Because we've circled back on ourselves. We're heading back the trail that came up a little bit ago.
These trails are all looking the same to me.
That's what I'm saying. It's real difficult.
You get real disoriented real fast.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that was really part of the goal today, was for me to get more
Lost.
oriented, you know, to where these trails lead to.
Mm-hmm.
Because we may go back down that 3 trail again that we just did and take a different path out and see where we end up.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you feel lost. I guess I'll go this way. Seems strange to go this way, but oh well.
There's that rule with mazes, as long as you keep turning the same way.
Okay, so this is the other end of the motorcycle trail, Nathan. Okay? So when you look at those 2 pictures, that's the other end of it.
Okay.
If you go through a maze and you always turn right or always turn left.
Follow one edge of the maze. You keep your hand on one wall.
Yeah, you put your hand on one wall, never take it off that wall. You'll find your way out.
So are you implying that we're coming back to Trail 0?
Yeah. But no, actually, we're heading back towards.
I like the face.
There's that Trail 11 again.
That's the motorcycle trail back there.
Yes. The one that's on the map with 3.
So this is the easy path around the edge. So I got.
This is why I said on the bottom with the map, because the map, just to me, is pointless. You've got 2 quads behind
I
you.
know. As soon as I get above this hill, they're all.
Can they get by you?
No. They cannot.
Should we run through the trails that fast?
No.
So
I prefer to keep.
In some ways, I'd feel safer on a quad because, well, A, if the quad tips, you can always pick it back up.
Oh, there's 3 of us. We can roll the Jeep back over.
And you got a lot more clearance.
Yeah.
And even on mud, you're lighter, you might have a tendency not to sink down as much.
But would you have as much clearance?
Now we're actually going over some of the trail we already went over now. Almost positive of it.
Keyword, almost.
Almost. I might argue that we turned to there last time. I think we did. I think that's where we turned. Interesting. Okay. There's that hole I talked about last time we came through here. Remember it?
Oh yeah, yep. The one you didn't want to drop your wheel down.
Yep. Stay on the bridge. There is a passing zone up here somewhere.
Oh yeah, you got
Another quad.
ATV behind you.
So this makes a really good passing zone up here. See, they rev it up the hills and stuff, but man, it'd be easy for them to hit something, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
That's why in here with the steel bumper, short of running into another Jeep, I'm not too worried about it, you know?
Yeah, they're just gonna
You're
conk
just
their
gonna
heads.
go plonk. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you're just gonna pop your head out and you're just be like, you should have been a little slower.
But the Jeeps,
Okay, so now I recognize this. We're gonna go in the opposite direction.
yeah, when I came out of the challenge area, or the 3 trail blue, I just turned the other way, and so now we've covered all that trail again.
Just going backwards.
So now my plan is to go up to the power line trail and pop our head out just so Chris can see it.
Okay.
And then we may come back down through here and try a different 3 trail.
Since there's 2 of them interwoven.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, I know where I'm gonna go next. Okay. Yep. I know where I'm going next. I want to go down back into the muddy swamp that we got almost stuck in.
Sounds like fun.
And there's another trail that's on the back side of that area that I want to figure out where it comes out at.
Okay.
That makes sense. Come on, you can make it. There you go.
Even if you didn't, your bumper would just make sure that you made it. I wonder what that trail's for.
That's a do not go up there anymore trail. There was
Looks like motorcycles are going up there.
Yeah, it looks like it was a motorcycle only trail.
There's definitely a motorcycle trail, but it looks like a Jeep could make it. At least
property
up the hill.
boundary. Property boundary.
Oh, that's probably what it is. They probably don't want people going up there because it's off property.
Yeah, so that's off property there too. We're running right along the edge of somebody else's.
Land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's another one sign. Property boundary.
Just a little stroll through the park.
Stroll. Right.
Definitely gives you confidence in the vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I want a big winner. Put this thing into test. With snow.
Like I said, you don't even have any comprehension of what, think about how many people drive these things and don't have any clue.
As to what it can actually do.
Parking, that's where you want to go.
Is that where we got stuck?
That's where we came from. That's
one of the things we dodged.
No, that's where we came. Remember I talked about this hole that'll leach you?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And so then we went this way instead. So then this is where it takes us over to the power line.
This is where we had our photo shoot.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna do it again too.
This is where we took those pictures with the wheel fully extended.
Oh, I remember seeing that one.
Yeah, we did. We parked it in that ditch right there.